What's up, you guys? Welcome to the March 23rd edition of NBA 3-Ball presented by Established to Run. I'm your host, Mike Gallagher. Get ready for 10 minutes of some NBA news, not too much of it, and talk about the Monday's slate. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe, please. Gonna do something different for news. I just want to talk about how ridiculously banged up the NBA is right now. It's insane. Like, over a half of like the NBA MVP caliber players are out. Giannis didn't play, LeBron didn't play, Curry's out again, Harden's questionable now, Jason Tatum didn't play, I'll talk about that, AD's out, KD's out, Kyrie's out for personal reasons, Joel Embiid's out, like, other All-Stars are out. It's crazy, man. Like, over half of the first round of fantasy drafts, like, you probably ever heard Guy, Luka, Dame, Joker, obviously, like, those guys are just building up more value for MVP and for fantasy owners. Like, if you have them, like, that's kind of why, like, Dame's so good. He's, like, always out there, and Joker, too. So, yeah, that's something to remember, but it was crazy. Just run through the injury report, like, All-Stars, Kevin Love, Al Horford, D'Angelo Russell, DeMarcus Aldridge, Kemba, Depot, Derrick Rose, obviously Clay, and Melo Ball's not an All-Star yet, but he's really good. Jaren Jackson. Like, it's insane how banged up the league is right now. So it makes for fun, kind of a DFS if you're into that kind of thing. And, you know, you can kind of get creative. But then on the same side, it condenses ownership. Like, Jrue Holiday was a must-play, and he smashes. Everybody played him. He knew what's up. So it's cool. So a little something different. Just want to talk about. If you're stressing over your fantasy team being hurt, believe me, you're not the only one. Let's get to the Monday basketball action, and the Kings got the dub as Luke Walton plays his guys. Heavy minutes. Looks like Halliburton's little minutes cap thing is kind of gone, which we kind of thought was happening. Harrison Barnes, 41 minutes. We'll see what happens if this team makes trades. You assume they are going to, besides Fox and Halliburton. If you missed my solo pod, definitely check that out. But, yeah, I mean, they're going to play their starters a bunch. B. Elite's only getting 9 minutes. He's probably getting traded. Someone will give him something for him, but Harrison Barnes getting 41 minutes certainly caught my attention. Obviously, Rashawn Holmes, man, he's so freaking good. Teams should give up a lot to get him, especially on the contract he's on. The Cavs got off to a really bad start, so we saw JB Bickerstaff get mad and do the old hockey subbed everybody out. So that kind of explains why the minutes are down. Larry Nance been a little bit quiet, but he's still coming through on the hustle stats. Certainly not worried. You don't want him to get traded. He's in a really, really good spot. Darius Garland was questionable today, but he did play. Didn't have a great game and a great matchup against one of the worst defenses in the league. But yeah, Dean Wade keeps putting up kind of decent numbers. JaVale McGee also got hot early. Finished strong, just because, again, this game was all about that sub pattern early. That opened up the second unit guys a little bit more. The Thunder cannot tank. Another win. They keep playing great. Shea, dream matchup, comes through. Maladon hit some big shots late, not much going on. Pukashevsky had 3 blocks, 33 minutes, much better game from him. Got put in some bad spots. Like, you can't give him the ball late in the shot clock. He's going to screw up, so hopefully they coach him up and his teammates not to do that. Isaiah Roby, kind of a bust today. Got the minutes. Then Moses Brown, whoo baby, 34 minutes. Got late minutes. Held his own against Cat for the most part. Obviously crushed on the glass, but man, you gotta love Moses for a million reasons. Especially, namely, he's really good in the stat sheet, which is what we want in fantasy. Timberwolves drop another one, and Cat really early injury scare. Got hit on that left wrist. That's his bad wrist, the one he's hurt twice last year, this year. He keeps talking about how it bothers him all the time, and it was really scary. So, I mean, his shutdown risk is so high, especially with the Wolves with their record at 10-33. Edwards kind of struggled today. I thought he'd have a really good spot against Dort. Didn't happen. And then other than that, like, Rubio had a good game. D'Angelo Russell's ramping up. He's still out for another week. So, sure, Rubio, who's a second-half player, maybe he could have a little bit of life. Jalen Noel, a little bit more overlap today as they went a little bit smaller. They did have some Nas and Cat overlap just because this whole Vanderbilt, Layman, Wancho, and McDaniels stuff, it's just so annoying. I mean, I want McDaniels to be good, but it's really hard to keep poking that bear. Big win for the Hornets in San Antonio. Kind of a grinder game. Definitely played slower. Definitely played ugly. And mentioned it before in matchups, like they're gonna play slower without LaMelo, so the big pie that they had with their offense kind of clicking at times isn't going to be as great. But the playing time was kind of there for Devontae. Low shooting, only 6 shots. That's a little bit surprising. Wasn't the best matchup against the Spurs guards, so maybe chalk it up to that. Certainly expect him to be better, especially usage-wise. He was pretty heavily used last year, especially early on. Malik Monk got the playing time, straight 8-man rotation. Malik Monk going to be the lead guard. Miles Bridges going to be the lead kind of forwardish guy. And then Cody Martin, their defensive second unit guy, saw some minutes late, but he's not great per minute. He's kind of off the board. So yeah, a lot of guys kind of played poorly, but you should feel kind of encouraged. PJ Washington getting 42 minutes is just, hello. Really good stat line from him. Definitely a guy who should benefit to space the floor as his team kind of gets it going. And just Terry Rozier, man. Late buckets again. This guy is so good in the fourth quarter. Jazz get an easy win. Rudy Gobert, 21 points, 10 boards, 2 dimes, and 9 blocks. They left him in late. You're getting run with Trent Forrest and Mia Ione. You're hunting blocks. You're hunting for block triple-doubles. So props to you, Quinn Snyder. Much love for the stat hunting. Donovan Mitchell crush. What else is new? Other than that, it's the Jazz. They've got their rotation pretty much set. We got a little Ersan Ilyasova, a.k.a. that Ghostface Ilya. But, man, Gobert made his free throws, too. Like, what a night. Billy Donovan's team, man, really struggling. Marketing is just brutal right now. Maybe a trade's right for him. We'll see. I don't think he's that good, to be honest. Wendell Carter Jr. kind of tweaked his shoulder. Keep an eye on that. Make him up on the injury report. Man, that guy just had such bad luck after he was healthy. Like, his whole life, he said he had, one ankle sprain before he played in the NBA, and he's getting hit all the time with these injuries. Zach LaVine had a pretty decent game, 27, 7-4. Missed a lot of great looks. Had some turnovers. Had a steal taken away from him from the scorekeeper. And Kobe White, it's hard to hang on to him, and I've got nothing for you if you want to drop him. Houston Rockets get the win. Finally. John Wall, 36 minutes, 30 shots from the field, just chucking. 19, 11, and 10. You could just tell he was putting the team on his back. They were going to live and die by him. Didn't play great, but hey, got the win. Christian Wood got foul trouble. Would have gotten the 30s. Jayshawn Tate got all he can eat, 40 minutes. Sterling Brown, Silas loves him. With Kevin Porter Jr. out, you knew Brown was dialed up for a big night. And Daniel House also obviously clear of any minutes limits. He's going to play a ton. They like him for defense. Bench unit didn't really do much. They just played their starters here. Obviously, Depot didn't play. Kevin Porter Jr. didn't play. Sounds minor for him. Maybe Depot gets kind of sat out as he's likely getting traded, it sounds like. Raptors dropped their 9th straight. Certainly got to worry about tanking. Got to worry about Lowry trade rumors. OG didn't play for rest. It's looking rough. They're looking at Tankathon. Raptors fans, this is maybe your new home here. Tankathon. We'll see what we spin on this one. Detroit. Congrats. Celtics, no Kemba. Jason Tatum, late-ish scratch after warm-ups, got ruled out for being sick. Obviously, Jaylen Brown was the chalk play of the day, one of them. Jeff Teague, 39 minutes, overtime game here. Props for filling in, but nothing really to say. Grizzlies get the win. Ja Morant, big game from him, 29 points. They put a lot of Jeff Teague on Ja Morant, which was stunning. He got Marcus Smart, and I was surprised to see Teague on him so much. Great game from Dylan Brooks, both offensively and defensively. Kyle Anderson got some playing time here. Maybe some point Jaren Jackson Jr. comes back, and Grayson Allen also played a ton to not give Melton much playing time again. No Giannis, and the Pacers basically just sat out Malcolm Brogdon and Miles Turner today after the game. Nate Bjorkman said it wasn't serious, so they expected him to be back for the next one. But holy Jrue freaking Holiday, easiest play of the day, and if you played him, he smashed. Nothing really to say. Middleton got hot late, made it worthwhile. Bobby Portis went through. Pat Connaughton came through, so if you played $4, you made money today for sure. Clippers get a wacky win, craziest game of the night as they came back, scored 18 in the second. We're getting blown out. Looked like it was over. Lou brings in his bench. Terrence Mann and Luke Kennard go crazy. Terrence Mann goes off late in the game, gets 21 and 10. It was bananas, and Kawhi just made everything. Just took the game over late. It was nuts. Really nothing to take away, but what a game to watch. The Hawks do get DeAndre Hunter back on a minutes limit. Gets 20 minutes. Sees some pretty good playing time. Look fine. He'll trend up. Certainly shouldn't be on any waiver wires. As he'll cut into Tony Snell eventually. Also, Bogdan going to get cut into, it looks like. And Herter obviously won't have that big upside anymore. To the ads page, and I already covered a lot of them on the solo pod and yesterday, so sticking with tonight, Satoransky, Isaiah Roby, and Patrick Williams, and Malik Monk, they deserve more attention. I think Sterling Brown's probably the deep pickup just because Silas loves him so freaking much. And hey, Terrence Mann, maybe he can overtake Reggie Jackson. We know that Patrick Beverley loves him. The team really likes him. He's pretty talented. So yeah, sure. With the way he played, if you want to pick him up and see if you can keep it going, I guess that's not a bad idea. That's it. Catch you next time.